Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me here in the now city of Anvilseal, episode 43 of our ongoing series where we tell the story of this interesting settlement. Just a wonderful story so far. Glad to have you along for the ride. And if you're just joining us, if you're brand new, you have some stuff to catch up on, but we'll do our best to bring you up to speed. Right now we're sitting at a population of 121 dwarves. Most of them are happy. There's a few that are unhappy. There are fewer still that are unhappy for a good reason. And I wanted to start off by looking at a dwarf that was critically injured for quite a while and needed traction. Her name is Kel, and as we kick things off here, she's actually moderately happy, and I think it's no, it's not that one. It's the other Kel. Hail-Earthen. And, her husband, Destot Page Jules, an engraver, got really delayed with this injury. And I think I'm going to give her a nickname, and we're going to call her Traction, just to remember her. She wants to cause trouble, be with family, be with friends, pray to Udar, and she wants martial training. And I think we're going to try and help her with that at some point down the road once everything is healed up for her. She looks like she's pretty much returned back to normal, unless I'm missing my guess. She's making her way upstairs into get some equipment. And what exactly is it that you're up to right now? She must be working on something. She's hauling some clothing around. The fortress has grown pretty large since we first began. You can see our residence hall here. If we zoom out a little bit, you can see the dwarves making their way through it. We probably need to do some work on ensuring that some of these streets are actually paved properly, and maybe we'll spend some time on that soon. But for the moment, this two-story residence hall is going to remain unpaved and maybe just smooth if we get around to it. Little meeting hall there. We've got our dormitory in case we have overflow. And then we've got this nice little museum up here with the Alamedine floor hatch cover and a bunch of our different trophies from the fortress for our kills. There's our mayor's bedroom. And then his office and everything else is up here in the main dining hall. And up here is where we keep those that we remember, the folks who have left us. And they're up here so they can always be with us in the dining hall, or just looking down on us from above. There's a bronze statue here from a bronze colossus that was killed, in fact, here invading the fortress. That happened fairly recently if you're new. We have our trade depot right here, and a way to get across our lava moat, which goes all the way around the fortress. This volcano here, this map is a double volcano map. We've called this volcano Nashtath, which is Devourer in Dwarven, and Idgim, named after the person who fell into it the first time, a long time ago, our old expedition leader. And Idgim has claimed several other lives since. But as you can see, we've got a beautiful moat around there, a nice place, overly large to grow crops, and a place to do dyeing and leatherworking and clothing, with our food stores here, our kitchens and our stills down here, with a butcher shop, our main stairwell, which is surrounded by beautiful different creations that our dwarves have come to have made as the fortress has grown. Our Baron Dabbles has his dining hall here, and his office is up here. He likes bismuth bronze, he likes puzzle boxes, he likes battle axes, and he likes beds. Not a bad Baron, if I do say so myself. And the current project that we are working on, we've got some bolt throwers here. But the current project we're working on is what I'm calling the Hall of Remembrance, which is where we are going to ensconce those we have lost. And it's going to be a while for us to complete this. In fact, I think it's going to be a very long while. They're just about done in this area, though, interestingly enough. So I think we need to go one more width. So we've got our columns that are going to be in this section here, which means that we have one more. Yeah, we can dig down. Let's start digging down, shall we? There we go. And you know what? I messed that up. Let's do this. Let's keep them moving on this. Our dwarves are actually really good at hauling. They're hauling those stones down to this boulder staging area, and then this is our stoneworkers guild, and then our engravers guild right over here, which is kind of in the lower section of the fortress. If we go up to this is our primary workstation, primary work area, where we have our forges, our glass furnaces. This was the first place that we connected Nashtath and Idgim together. So you can see one down below here, and I think this is the Miners Guild, yes. And all of our lava flows through here. If I had to do this again, I think I would put some grates in and maybe actually find a way to seal this off so it couldn't happen where we get magma crabs coming up, but so far so good. At the end of last episode, we did have a dwarf that is claiming a workshop that's gone into a strange mood, so we're going to keep an eye on that. Kel seems to be almost fully recovered. And we're going to keep going on the Hall of Remembrance. Because I think this is a really important project. And as the fortress, hopefully expands, we're going to have to, begin working a little bit more on some of the larger efforts that we need to undertake here. Aerith Gusseltilling is beginning mysterious construction. So things are looking good. It's not always like this in a fortress, as I'm sure some of you know. But this fortress has managed to stay very happy and relatively healthy this entire time. And we intend to keep it that way as long as we can. Let's do that. Make those top priority, please. And then we're going to build some stairs down. This is basically just going to be an access shaft. We're going to get rid of it at some point. And we'll let them get this dug out, and then we're going to go along and build their access way as well. So I want to go here, and I want to go here. I'd like to check on our jobs too. Our labors, wherever those are. And is there anybody else that we can add to our planters? We've got so many planters. Look at that. But we do have a few dwarves who don't have a primary job to do, and I think I'd like to make them planters. We have a few that are dedicated. Once you become legendary, that's kind of all you get to do. But let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 planters. I can deal with that. We still have stuff going on in our farming area that I don't like. Namely, well, usually there's wilted plants out here, but we don't see that. So perhaps I am wrong. Also, and I almost forgot, which is a good thing I didn't, but we've got the Maroon Chapel, which is the Doctrines of Coloring, the God of Rainbows, here in Anvilseal, Udar, and we need to recognize a high priest. So let's do that. Adil Kolaral Kolalral, the sacred paint, has been our sacred paint for a long time. And I think that we need to make him the... We need to make him Adil Kolalral. We need to make him the head honcho. And we can't choose him because obviously he's already assigned. So let's take him off of that. Yeah, there we go. And I think we need to give somebody else. Does Zan actually worship Roderlogum? Let's ask. Let's find out if he actually worships here, because you don't want him working in a temple they don't worship at. He's the first star. And he worships Udar. All right, beautiful. I have seen it happen where he's down here too. This is our fishing, for those of you who are new here, this is our fishing area. And most of it just goes to rot. Aerith is completed. I think it's her. She's completed her a granite mechanism. Mozib Kudist. That's interesting. I don't ever think I've seen a granite mechanism. Let's go take a look at that, shall we? 14,500 value. These are granite mechanisms. All craft dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It's encrusted with oval citrine cabochons and encircled with bands of pearwood. The object is adorned with hanging rings of tower cap and menaces with spikes of granite, milk quartz, and cave spider silk. On the item is an image of the Bane of Dipping, the sleek pigtail coat in milk quartz. On the item is an image of Twig Charmed, the Mahogany Canyon, the granite bracelet in Honey Yellow Barrel. Mechanisms that are referencing other artifacts in the fortress. I don't know where to put this. It feels like something maybe we just put on display, but that seems kind of underwhelming. We got stuff on display here. Let's just do it. Wait till it loads up here. There it is. Very nice of her to offer it to the... You know what? I feel like maybe we should put the tavern over here too. Just to include that value. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's do it. It's going to make that place really, really valuable. Although it doesn't count value. One performer, one tavern keeper. That's been enough to keep the brawls to a relatively low, dull roar. Something down here is cooking. Obsidian. Interesting. And we did make the... Yeah. We got that petition taken care of. Excellent. Continues. You know what? We need to go one more out on this. We want this hall to be grand. There we go. And then I think we'll drop it down maybe 2 or 3 more, because we've got our entryway here with our 2 tiles. We've got our pillars. And then we've got our statue lines. And then this will be our backfill. Yep, that's perfect. As they build. You know what else is something that's really I've wanted to take a look at is let's build an ashery. We haven't done this in a while. I've been hesitant to do it because, well, if I'm honest, I didn't really want to be burning wood the way that asheries do, but I think we can control that. And so we're going to make an ashery. It's going to be out of firelight. This is granite. Okay. These are all granite. All right. It's probably been too long. What do we need? Oh, sorry. Lead barrel and a lead bucket. Okay, excellent. Dabbles wants us to make... Oh, no, that's mayor. It's mandated. They just call him mayor. Some more bolts? Sure, why not? Can always use more bolts. Lovely. And what this ashery is going to do is we're just going to make soap. We'll put a soap maker's workshop in here. This is probably not the right place for it, but it's kind of farmer-esque. There we go. And I don't know that I'm going to automate this. And the reason why is because I don't want all of our wood to all of a sudden be gone. That'd be really, really foolish. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of do this manually and see where the soap goes. I don't think that we have any soap here. And they want 5. Powder for casts, buckets. Everything else is good. It's just the soap and powder. So we'll try and get that taken care of. And we probably have to go into our kitchen and make sure that the kitchen is not cooking tallow. When we get it, anyways. 2,700 plump helmets. We don't have a problem. Everything is fine. But yeah, we want to make at least 5 units of soap for now. I might actually have them make 10. And just so that we've got 10 bars of soap laying around. That's more than double what the hospital needs. It's double what the hospital needs, which means that who is doing this? Get on it. We'll probably just we kind of use the yaks as our source of meat and tallow. And so what we'll do here is do I want to make potash from ash? No. What is it that we need? Okay, we can't do anything until we're ready to slaughter a yak, so we'll come back and look at that later. I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. And we got a save going on because we are dropping into autumn. which means, yes, it does, that we are getting close to another trade. And I think this trade is only going to be a food trade. I'm going to keep all the rest of the riches here in Anvilseal. Someone lost their pants. Oh no, they lost a lot more than their pants. I think we'll do this 3 or 4 more times. I'm not sure exactly how many more times, but we can't... Well, I guess we can't go any lower. So it'll be 1, 2... Whoa. I don't know. Yeah, we'll just go to one above level 50. This is like a big clear out area where we basically strip mined the entire area for stone and other valuables. And there's still some stuff in the walls here. We could go back and get the tetrahedrite and the hematite and the zircon up there. But we'll leave it there for now. We're keeping the miners busy right now, so that's not a problem. We're getting way, 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 way too much stone. Like, we don't need all of this stone. Checking on these guys. There's our cow. Okay, so we got a yak cow. And we keep trying to make our herd better. And this is a blank. So we're going to butcher that cow. We'll just keep an eye on who does the butchering here. It should be fairly soon. It's not going to walk up to the place and butcher itself, you guys. Oh, okay, here we go. Aerith the potter is going to do it. I took it downstairs. Oh, because the butchering is downstairs. Excellent. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of stuff we need to get rid of. But we've got a whole bunch of stuff that's marking jobs on all of this stuff, and I want to make sure that we ask them not to cook the tallow. I want to save that for soap, at least for the time being. So we need to go back into our labor menu in our standing orders. I'm sorry, our kitchen. We've got the yak tripe, yak spleen, brain, kidney, meat, sweetbread, liver, intestines, heart, lung. No tallow? I thought you got tallow from these things, you guys. Let's get rid of the cartilage, because we can't use that. Or at least I think we can't use it. I might be wrong. I've just never found a use for it. And for some reason they don't throw it away. Nervous system. Let's get rid of that cartilage. No tallow, huh? That's interesting. Oh, do we have to do something on... Is there a job to render tallow? Render fat. Okay, so Dwarf has actually said, okay, we're going to do this job. And I'm just going to look and see what the cancellation looks like. You know, when it goes away. Task has been assigned and is active. One hump camel fat. There's 66 of them. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got camel tallow now. Okay. This is going to be camel soap. That's fine. We use every part of the giant one-humped camel. They are our nemesis in this fortress. In case you didn't already know that. We can go into the kitchen now. Back to where I was a moment before. And just tell them, hey, please don't cook with that. And instead, don't cook with it for now. That's right, I knew I was forgetting something. I had to pause it here and just take a look at what it was that I was missing. And this is the ashery, but we need a wood furnace as well. Oh, this is so complicated. I don't know how people figured this out. Way back in the day, you know? Let's go with granite. You can never go wrong with granite. We'll get that built up, and then we're going to burn a bunch of wood. Bro, you just ran off. Love it. All right. Make ash. Actually, let's do this. Work orders. Make ash. 10 ash. That should give us enough, right? Whoops. We're finally getting to this part back here. Almost done. Almost ready to go about our second level down here, which is what we're going to immediately start on here. That'll be highest priority. Just so we can dig out this section here once again. Have all of that designated. I don't really know where they're at. Again, with the granite stairs. So this will 51 will be the lowest level. But we'll let them get this cleared out. It's decidedly clear of boulders, which is really nice. What happened to our ash? Hey, there we go. Early autumn. That feels a little early. But, yeah, the traders from the Mountainhome are here. So that's kind of a welcome distraction, I'd say. Let's move some goods. Takes a while to load up, you guys. I feel like there's more food than that, isn't there? It'd be like in the rock pots, wouldn't it? That's right. Forgot about this. Get rid of all the trash can clothes. Boy, we really go through the clothing, don't we? The dwarves have to work hard here, so they're hard on their clothing. Oh, not the Iron Greaves. Yeah, we're not going to get rid of the Iron Greaves. No, thank you. Okay, so pots are in tools. That's fine. These are outlawed. Outlawed. But the axes can go away. If you're a kid in Anvilseal, I hope you like puzzle boxes, because that's the only thing that we have to play with. Okay, so that's all of the grungy clothes that we can find. And we know now that the pots show up under tools. We can just start selling some of this food off, you guys. There's so much of it. It's amazing what you can do with just a few yaks, huh? And this is easy, easy hauling. Because it's right there. What else do we need? I think that's it. That's actually quite a significant number of items. It's 95 items. Not gonna lie, I'm quite surprised. That's good. We'll have all of our stuff ready by the time that they even get down into the fortress. We can wait on that. Somebody's making ash. We're going to get a big influx of wood here as well. Let's just check on tallow. Yeah, no one's touched our tallow. Call me paranoid, but the dwarves sometimes have a tendency, it seems like, to just, you know, really get into the wrong thing. Evan just does not want to take a shield. We need some backpacks and water skins, though, for these guys. And let's do our diplomacy now, too. Kib is meeting with Feb Letzmosler. I'm your Lazen from the Mountainhomes. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. Do tell. And now we get to go on to the time where we're looking for, you know, bring us some leather. I wish I could just say, I don't care what kind of leather, but bring us some leather. That's fine. Cloth plants, crafts, wood. That's what we want. Always importing the wood is Anvilseal, because no trees grow on the slopes of these volcanoes. And no outdoor plants either. Just kind of, I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a challenge, if I'm honest. It has not been the challenge I anticipated it to be. There's definitely some things you have to tweak about your playstyle. And we certainly have done that. You know, no problem. Looking for stone. It just went by it. There it is. Okay. So now we need some flux stone. We're always looking for calcite, chalk, dolomite, limestone, and marble, the magic 5, and lignite and bituminous coal. So that's what we're going to do. There's the chalk. There's dolomite, and there's limestone. And we're just looking for calcite and marble. There's marble. And I hope I didn't scroll past it, because 4 out of 5 would not be bad, but it's not what I wanted. I did scroll past it. Well, I saw lignite and bituminous coal. Calcite's the one that always throws me off, I think, too. There it is. That's what we want. Always with the flux stone and the wood. We can import that, we can make steel. We get all the rest of the ingredients here. Sheet and anvils is what they want for 57. Let me just make note of that here. It's an odd combination. Last year they were asking for handwear and backpacks, and we're not going to be able to give them anything for handwear. Oh, hey, look at that. Here comes the first trade caravan. Start to unload. Welcome. Welcome, folks. The tapered irons has been pretty good to us. They send us a consistent supply. A very steady supply of goods and services. Where's this dwarf going? Where are you going? Oh, that's Feb. Okay. I was like, that's an interesting path to take. I really should put some, like, blocks up there. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. There's the alunite right there. Well, that's not actually going to work. Keep building after placement, please. That's it. Just don't want them walking out across that. It's annoying. Make sure our, our broker Fath is milking an animal right now. Could be a waste for them to get that one set up, but that's fine. It's a pretty big operation here, hauling all these boulders and the citrines. New yak bull. We're taking another roll at another strong. Bully is our current bull. He's resist sickness and strong. We want to keep him around. He's only 5 years old, though. But I want to have another bull just in case. Huh. Not going to make the cut. Sorry, dude. We're ready to do our trade. Let's get rid of the toy axes. I guess there is going to be some gloves that will get a better price. Yeah, definitely. There we go. 21K. Got any steel there? I don't see any steel. We don't want cut gems. They didn't really bring a lot. I'm guessing we forgot to ask for boulders, so they didn't really bring any. That's okay. I think we need more rope. I made a bunch of iron chains, which is fine. Let's get some flasks. Got more instruments. It's kind of what I want. I don't want to have to go through the rigmarole of producing instruments for our dwarves, so... Mule ram, alpaca. Nothing tugging at the heartstrings there. I don't think we need... We don't need barrels, but we don't need anything that's within the barrels. Rum, wine, we're totally fine. I don't think we need any buckets either. No battle axes. No war hammers. Steel crossbow would be nice. We'll take the other 3. We'll just take 3 crossbows. Why not? No picks. No training weapons. We'll grab that. Someone might want to wear that. Yoink. Let's grab some socks. Oh, those are nice caps. I think we need gauntlets. Ooh, those are some really expensive gloves. No, thank you. That's more my speed with the mittens. So that's the seeds here. I'm guessing there's going to be... Oh, God. I don't want to take all of the bins of stuff, but getting a bunch of pigtail cloth is definitely appealing because we can use it. It always feels like we're behind on clothing. And heck, we got the money for it. So let's let it rip. That's a lot of pigtails. Okay. They have so much cloth. What are you guys doing? Why aren't you making more stuff with cloth or just like not producing? We don't really need the meat or the food, so I'm not going to get it. We'll take the leaves and fruit just because we can't really get any, you know? Need some backpacks. Hopefully there's not, yeah, not that one. They need to be functional. That's the important thing. No cheese. I take a couple more splints, I think, and a couple more crutches. Don't need a steel minecart. I think that's good. They're going to come away with a 8,100 in trade value, which is great for us. He's going to head on off. Our broker. Thank you, broker. And let's see, how are things going over here? We've got 2 blocks of ash. That means we can make potash from ash. Right, that's important. It ended a mandate. What is it? What is the mandate? We could get rid of those toys, but it's too late. I don't want to have to haul them all the way out there. Let's do 9 more. And what am I missing? Oh, we need to do some bolts. Kib has 2 bolts, yeah. Great. Oh, someone's got the cave adaptation there. Sorry, buddy. That's good. And let's do one more lunite wall here. Just don't want them going in there like that. I think it might be time to cover this. It's time to cover it, guys. We're going to do it slowly. And we're going to make it cool looking, okay? Trust me, you're going to love it. How are we doing down here, boys and girls? Not bad? Not bad? And this is, I think, the second to last. This will be the ground floor right here. And then we have to decide what type of material we're going to make this hall out of. Oh boy, I'm excited. Some migrants have arrived. All right, very good. Let me set the digging orders here. And then we'll go about meeting our migrants. Lovely. Where are we coming from today? All right, 45-year-old male brings a pet chick and a spouse, raccoons to paddle gorges, hopefully. I wonder what they think. A talented spinner and a proficient brewer, Savrish Rain Relics is our first arrival from the migrant wave here in episode 46. Wow. I meant to say 43. I know how to count. More people from the Mountainhome arriving. Yeah, Savrish, welcome. He worships Limmel. I'm guessing that Limmel is going to be another temple we're going to have to build up. And then Dishmab. Dostabottom. Dishmab Cleaning Cloister, if you would prefer that. A 43-year-old male arriving with Savrish. Gregarious disdains loyalty, artistically inclined, frail, shameless, and vengeful. An animal dissector and bone carver. Another Udar worshiper. Welcome. Welcome to the Cult of Rainbows. Because it is a Cult of Rainbows. That's 2. There's our third. Rakust. Idenigem. Rakust paddled gorges. And this is Savrish's wife, 22-year-old female, a boyer and a lie maker. Seeks harmony, tough, not greedy, resists sickness, not vengeful, and quick to despair. Worshipper of Limmel. Oh, they both worship Limmel. Okay. I was going to say, you want peace in that household. There's the chick and a pig. Is that all we brought? Nope. Here's a fourth. 92-year-old female Kosoth Isakaltar. Kosoth Spatter Guild. For those of us a little bit more English inclined. Low self-esteem, perfectionist, weak, values harmony, thrill seeker, and developed empathy. Unmet need to drink alcohol. And got the characteristic traits of an expedition leader with fish dissector on the side. Another rainbow cult member. Came from the mythical board. Welcome. I think that might be all. That's what it looks like. 4 new migrants. Bringing our total to 125. Large migrant waves in the previous episode, and it's a little bit easier to keep track of them all when they come in at 4 or 5 at a time, isn't it? Yeah, four of them coming in. Welcome, guys. Glad you're here. The thought occurs to me. How many gold bars do we have? 425. That's not bad. We might be able to do something with that. And they're wheelbarrowing everything out. Just as quick as they can dig it out. Dabbles wants us to build, I'm guessing, more puzzle boxes. Hey, I was right. I know you so well, Seabrick. We're going to do granite. Because you can't go wrong with granite. And we have a lot of it. And no one is ever going to look at these puzzle boxes again, except for a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Where are our miners? Do I have the burrow on again? What's going on here? Usually there's somebody down here digging. I can easily get up and down through there. Okay, the ash has been completed. I forgot about that. We're making soap. Potash from ash. Am I gonna lie, or am I doing something else? Oh, no, I'm not. Doing the wrong thing. I need to make lie. Well, I only did 4, so we can do 6. That's fine. Ah, foolish. What a foolish mistake. Why are we not digging? Did we turn mining off somehow, accidentally? What's going on? Okay, someone is... Wow, that took a long time. We got a bunch of miners, guys. What's going on? You know, sometimes you just want to say lazy, and then there's other times where you can't really say lazy because, you know, it's not. It's just you're frustrated. My bad, dwarves. I'm sorry. Well, that's why. Because there probably a lot of them are building stuff out here. That's why. All right. More mandates. Bolts this time? Yep, more bolts. That bolt order might still be running. No, it's not. You know, I would say that it's important. Like, I've read plenty of things. I don't know, maybe some of you have read this too, but I've read things that say, you know, bolt production is, you know, you want this material and that material, and you want to be careful with so on and so forth. And I have no problem adhering to that, but these bolt throwers, guys, they fire so fast. If you're laying waste to hydras and you're laying waste to bronze colossi with just any old flavor of bolt, then why waste resources on making steel bolts or the, you know, the next best one? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see it. I don't see it. It doesn't make sense to me. So we're just going to keep making... I guess what I'm saying is we're just going to keep making iron. I don't see a point in trying to get a sharper, you know, better setup. There's no point in it. Especially since you fire about 800 rounds a minute. I don't know if this is going to turn out looking nice or not, but I'm going to be happy with it, so there's that. And I don't know what else we can do in this area of the fortress. We might be able to make like a kill box or something like that under here. In fact, I have a good head to maybe do that and then bash one of these walls open and let lava flow in so that we can do another retract. But I'm spitballing here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I barely know what I'm gonna do in the next 5 minutes, let alone the next episode. Because usually there's just so much. Still some wilting over here, but not as bad. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing next episode, or in the next 5 minutes, let alone the next episode. I don't even know how to talk, you guys. Deadeye has become a hammer dwarf. Probably should have put Deadeye in the marks dwarves, but it'll just be ironic. Da 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 da. 125 strong. It's a city. We need a hall of remembrance, you guys. This is gonna be cool when it's done. I promise you. We're gonna go down one more after this. And then this whole thing will be like... Maybe we'll make this the entrance to the King's Chamber down here. Like, you have to go down this long hall of remembrance to get to the king's chamber. If the king ever decides to come here and live, which, I don't know. We're on a kind of a rising star trajectory here. And this fortress is just ecstatic. So, you know, maybe it will happen. Who knows? Whoops. I do kind of like this pattern. This is neat. It would be nice if the dwarves weren't throwing up all over the place, but, you know, that's what cave adaptation will do. Where are you going? Ah, okay. Our golden trade depot. I don't know. If that doesn't say riches lie within, perhaps it's the pinnacle of conceit. Come trade with us at our golden trade depot. We have so much gold. We have no idea what to do with it. Coming along. This is just whimsical, in my opinion, you know? Banning exports again. Whoops. Hey, let's go up and check out what we've got going on here. Gonna be 5. Bunch of blocks of ash. Whoops. Our tallow is good. We still should have it, at least. Yeah, I told them they couldn't cook with it, so... Oh, that's right. That's this guy here. Is that right? It's wrong. Gosh, I want to make lie. Oh, you know what I do? Like, you probably think I'm a very dirty person because I don't even know how soap is made. I do shower once a week. I'm just kidding. It's more than once a week. It's like once every 6 days. Another yak calf. I may or may not sit in a dark room all day and play Dwarf Fortress. Just kidding, I don't do that. There we go. Now everyone has to go back around because this joker put a floor panel right there. So nobody can climb up. New yak cow. Excellent. Got another roll at... that's resist sickness. Let's see. Resist sick, tough, strong, high stamina, strong. It's alright. No negative traits, which is good. We really just want strongs, though. There's lie. So we need lie and then the tallow or oil. We've got the tallow, so... Okay, so another yak bull has our... yeah, yak fat. Okay, so I want to do some more rendering. Oops, why are you drinking right there? Go in the tavern and drink. Couldn't make it to the tavern. Nope, we don't have enough Alunite for that one. Nobody likes going outside. I think we need to seek another source of Alunite. Some Alunite right here. And some Alunite here. Maybe we take that. I don't know. I'll probably hunt for some Alunite off camera. But for now, we can just do more floor. And we won't use that. We'll just go here. And we'll use rhyolite. And we still got a little bit to go with the Lunite. We'll find some more. And that area will be done. And it'll be beautiful. Okay, so it's time to go one more layer down. And I want you guys to go here first. And then once you're down there... What are you guys going after here? Oh, this person's retrieving some of the clothing. Yep. Cool. The Hall of Remembrance takes shape. Granite again for our temporary stairwell. It's looking good. It's almost dug all the way out. After we get this section done, we'll be able to, yeah, bust this out here. There we go. And that'll get us closer to whatever it is that we're working on there. Get ready to go for the next Once they've got the channeling done, is what I'm meaning to say. Yeah, weak. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. What's in the bucket? Lie. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Someone come up and make this soap so we can get it down to the hospital. There it is. Nope, he walked away. Where did he go? Well, I think he's coming back. Oh, he had to get the camel tallow. Smart. Animals become a stray llama. He's owned. Which means if you slaughter it, there's going to be a very sad dwarf. But I don't really want these guys traipsing around in my pasture. We'll let the kitten and the puppy roam because, you know, they're kittens and puppies. A construction mandate from our good friend I Can't Live Without Puzzle Boxes. Oh, Dabbles. It's a good thing we can get rid of the rest of the toys. We'll never be out of toys, so that's fine, I guess. There's not a soap maker. Not a soap maker in the fortress that could do this. Nil had to do it. He's satisfied at work. Okay. You got something out of it. That's the important thing, Nil. Yeah, we need some more Lunite. Otherwise, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? We can put a little guard tower out here and then be able to get to it from somewhere over here, maybe. Stung by a honeybee. Yeah, the normal, oh, there's plenty of, Lunite over here. Yep. Oh, this is where our miners are going to be working next. Dig it all out, boys and girls. Dig it all out. Take care of it. Let's check on the amount of gold that we have. Gold bar. Still 425, but I think we're getting close to our gold pyramid, and that's going to be another project that we need to get started on. Love it. There's definitely a sense, those wheelbarrows, I know that I've said this before, but it's worth, it cannot be understated how useful a large number of wheelbarrows are. Your dwarves just go crazy for the hauling. And there's just nothing left in here. Like, all the boulders are gone. I remember before I had put all the wheelbarrows, or built all the wheelbarrows, and the joke was, you know, they're lead wheelbarrows because, you know, why not? But before we had built them, they wouldn't haul boulders to save their lives. You know? And now, it's like a fun little chore for them to do. What is going on here? Did I overdig that? I think I did. Oh, darn, I did. Oh, well. Nothing we can't put a little block in. Oh yeah, tourmaline. That's nice. I always like the gems. Look at that big pile of cut gems. Wow. This is going to be a little bit of a trek for dwarves to get out to, because they have to go all the way around. You know, they can't walk along this, the edge of the lava moat. I made it so they literally can't do that. And I did that on purpose, right? Because we've had enough dwarves fall into the lava in this particular fortress. Trust me, I love lava, but... Did they already move all the soap downstairs to the hospital? Yeah, they did. Excellent. So we've got our soap. Which is great, because we've needed to do that for a long time. Like a really long time. Embarrassingly long. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I'm going to say that the hospital's complete. We've got the traction benches, we've got the buckets, we've got pretty much everything that we need there. That's fantastic. It's not a huge hospital, but it's a hospital. I think the next effort that we're going to do, and this is perhaps controversial, but either way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... This actually needs to be secured here. This is actually really dangerous now that I'm looking at this. If anyone with a mining pick can just go cranking through that fairly easily. So we need to think about what we're going to do there. We have this group of people, and let me just make sure that I've got this right. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got a dozen bolt throwers. And I have got, I think, a dozen siege operators. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 12 siege operators here, right? And they need a place to practice. And so I think that's what we're going to do. Who is this? Sodel Babendeller. What workshop did you claim? A craft store's workshop. Okay. All right. Hopefully it's whatever you're building is cool. Let's check this out here. Looks great. Oh, I love this. This is going to be awesome. All right. So we can start by building the walls. And this is a solemn place. And we're going to need a large amount of material, of rock material. And I want something that looks nice. It doesn't seem like granite. We might be able to get away with mica. I'd like to do cobaltite. But microcline, I think it is. Maybe it's microcline on the floors and walls and cobaltite on the columns. In fact, that's what we're going to do. We'll do it. And we're going to have room for one statue here. Yeah. It's coming together in my mind. wall this off with microcline. And then we're going to put floors down. And you know, maybe we'll do microcline floors down the center walkway. Yeah. And then, I don't know what we'll do up here. I haven't worked that out just yet. But then we need these columns. We need to start building our columns. And the columns are going to go all the way up to the ceiling. And, well, to the place where the columns stop. So there's going to be stairwells. And that's going to take the lion's share of the work for this construction project, is getting that, and it'll probably be pretty tedious, I imagine, getting all of the columns built. Winter's upon us. Winter of 56. All right, so we'll have a statue. And we'll have a column. Yeah, perfect. And we're going to do cobaltite columns. I want to make sure I didn't count wrong. And the columns are going to go 3 in between, or there'll be 3 spaces in between each column. Love it. Now you might be wondering, how are you going to get up here? Well, we're going to have to build stairwells on each of these columns and build them all the way up into the ceiling. That's the goal here. So is this ambitious? Yes. Is it crazy? Probably. Is there a better way to do it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You might be thinking, I know exactly what you're going to do, Ankh. And it's cool, or maybe it's stupid. You can say that. That's okay. If you don't like it, you're entitled to your own opinion, even if it's wrong. But Sodal Babindeller, the stoneworker, has created Ericol, a cobaltite stalcobe. She offers it to the mighty anvils. What the heck is a stalcobe? Let's find out, shall we? Ah, it's an instrument. Very cool. This is a cobaltite stalcobe. All craft store ship is of the highest quality. Of course, it's decorated with yak leather and yak bone. This object is adorned with hanging rings of cobaltite. You use my cobaltite and yak leather, and menaces with spikes of granite and iron. On the item is an image of rectangular cabochons in yak bone. Also, a sail fin molly in citrine. On the item is an image of Ozil Ownertones, the dwarf and dwarves in yak leather. Is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of Ownertones to the position of king of the tapered irons in 1. A mid-sized handheld wind instrument consisting of 2 adjacent canonical stone pipes. The musician blows across the end of each pipe. The instrument has a 4-octave range, going from a mid-low to a very high pitch. The instrument has a vibrating, fragile timbre. Is there a way that we can put this in the creator's temple? In the Temple of Rainbows, in Udar's temple. Stored instruments, yeah. I think this is one that just goes in a chest, so it's not like a furniture instrument that we can deploy. But if it were, well, I would do it, but I can't. Thank you. I wonder if there's a way to, like... I guess I could put it on display, but they're not going to use it. I want it to be used. You know? It's kind of important. Oh, this place is just so maxed out for value, it's not even funny. Yeah, let's go back down here. We could actually put some chests in each one of these. You know, to store some instruments. I don't know why that didn't occur to me until just now. There we go. And then we can do 5 instruments here. 5 instruments here. There'll be a bunch of hauling that happens. We need a lot of instruments, guys. There's a lot of different gods that get worshipped in this fortress, just like any fortress, but, you know, this one is, there's many like it, but this one's ours, right? And, you know, they're working hard on this. It's looking good, though. It's coming together. If I see somebody without a hammer in here, I'm not going to be happy. Yep, okay. Is that Ablo? Yeah, okay. Ah, clean up the vomit for love of all that's holy. Oh, that's right. I sent them out here to get us some more Lunite. Look at all the Lunite. Beautiful. All right. It won't. The vomit on the floor will not be a waste. It will not go to waste. We need to inter this. This is a vulture skeleton. Throw it away. We need to get rid of that. That's gnarly. All right, guys. I'm gonna call 43 a success. The Hall of Remembrance is going very well. And we got a bunch of happy, healthy dwarves. Our food situation is fine. Our drink situation is stable. Our population is absolutely ecstatic, except for the 4. And I'm guessing that those are the same 4 grouches that we've had for a long time. Right? And not to say that their needs aren't important, but there's only so much you can do about someone who has a horrible attitude, right? And, you know, not to say that they deserve to have a bad attitude or, you know, a good attitude or what have you, but, you know, there's only so much you can do. So, yeah, we're going to leave it there. And thank you for joining us. The Hall of Remembrance is going to be cool. I'm really excited about this project. I think it's going to be neat once it's all done. All right, folks. Well, thanks for joining me today in the city of Anvilseal. And as you go on about your day, don't forget to hit somebody with a little bit of kindness. And we will see you next time.